So I seen these cute little business stands, social media business stands, and this lady tapped instead of using a QR code like with the camera. So I'm like, how the heck she do that? So you know your girl did a research. So these things are called NFC tags, which you're supposed to be able to scan any social media and program them onto these things here. So that's what we're gonna try to do today. I'm gonna make Miss Kenya, which is Creations by K. Aisha, a business stand, a social media stand. I guess that's what you want to call it. And I will link these down below. These are 1-inch NFCs. So it's one width, one height situation. And I'm going to use my 3D printer, which is by Creality. I have the Creality K1. I am going to try to design by using Silhouette and Tinkercad. I'm gonna try to design the little circle inside and everything, but let's get started. Okay, so I have to go to this app called NFC Tools, and then I'm going to go to the word write, and then say add it. Then I'm going to use a UR code, or let's see. So I did TikTok, so hopefully it'll do it, and then I'm just gonna copy and paste it from TikTok, which I had already did, and then I'm gonna say okay. So I'm supposed to push right. So it told me to hold my phone against it, and then it would scan it towards the thing, ready to scan, and it said it scanned it. Okay, so then I open it, and it should take me straight to her TikTok. So we have one for TikTok, and I need to make one for Instagram. Okay, so I got everything to where I can just tap. And so when I tap the little card, it's showing her Instagram, and I just tap it, and it'll take me straight to her Instagram. Okay, now that I made everything I want into SVG, I take it over to Tinkercad, and I'm going to import all the images that I'm going to put on to the social media platform. Okay. So now that I got every little piece that I need, I just have to put it where I want it to go. And move this out the way. Move this out the way. Well, let's see. So if I put a square on it here, I want one there. So I duplicate it. I put one beside it right there and duplicate it. Hold on. You see, I center both of those. Okay. And I'm going to duplicate again. Okay. So we know what we want those at so far. I'm going to do the gray bar right there. So it looks something like this, like with the name sticking out of it. And then we'll just have to put the dot over on it. I try to get it centered before I see. So we'll hold down shift, push the yellow, and then I'm gonna try to align it like center. Okay. Okay, the sticker. I mean the little dot. I'm gonna duplicate the dot. I'm try to move it over. Okay, and then duplicate it again. Then try to move it over here. Make sure it's centered with that line. Okay. Yellow, yellow. I'm gonna raise those up. Okay. Raise these up a little. Okay, let me go back. Highlight all three of those. Bring them up a tad. And then I'm gonna turn this into a hole if I can see. How far are they in there? Highlight. Turn them into a whole. Turn the background back into a solid. And then we'll highlight the three. Let me make sure I got only the dots in the brown highlighted. Okay. Okay, so it should have those little holes in it. So we're gonna take our three pieces here. We're gonna lower them back down on top. We're gonna bring them up on top, like we want them to sit on top. So we just wanna highlight our dots, our yellow pieces, and then make those shorter. Right there. Make this one back into a solid. Okay. So I guess this would be TikTok, and then this would be YouTube. Okay, so I had to go back and redesign it. I'm just gonna do pink, white and red, just because I don't know how this is gonna play out. So let's just do this because I had to redesign it and make it smaller. This one said it's gonna take 2 hours and 29 minutes to print. So I have to look at my layers. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom down. Okay, so around about I say layer 30. I will take it out and I will put the NFCs right up in here. Layer 40. Around layer 40, I'll start putting the little dots in, the NFC codes in, maybe. And it'll start closing up. Yeah. So that's what I put them in around about 40, 39, 40. Let's say 40. Yeah, put them in about layer 40. Then I'll switch my colors at layer 60. I'm just gonna go ahead and push print and cross my fingers. Okay, so we're waiting on my printer to start up, and then the software will find my printer. There's my printer. I'm gonna do one click. It said it would take 2 hours to get this print done. So while I wait on that print, I guess I'll go back over and design as much as I can. Get me a square, center, everything. Okay. I could possibly just do that. That would be like two little things on the end just to hold it. Probably go ahead and stick them down in there now. So I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to peel the backing of these stickers, and I'm going to put them in there. So I got that stopped. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look at my design. So I know TikTok is right here, YouTube the bottom, Instagram. So I want to make sure I put them all in the right spot. So they have a sticker. They have a sticker on the back end of it. So I'm just gonna pull that sticker off the back, put it in the right spot. I probably should have made. Hopefully I got it centered right, and hopefully. Okay, so I had to go back in and redesign. This is the third time I'm printing, y'all. Like, first time I got halfway through, and after I put the dots in, it scraped the top of the dots, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, So the third time I did it, I just kept looking at the design. I rewatched the videos I'm editing, and I'm saying to myself, I wonder why I was scraping. Good, because I didn't put a fucking hole at the top. Let me show y'all that. So anyway, I needed to put a hole underneath these squares for it won't be printing. Well, it still might do that. I don't know why. It's putting a layer there. I don't know, but I think it's gonna build up a little bit before it puts a layer. Okay, so right here is where I need to be putting the NFTs on layer 43. Now, when they start building this square, it's gonna go a bit higher for it won't scrape it. I'm thinking, hopefully. Then it should have some room and it shouldn't scrape it. But let me make sure before I waste some more damn filament. So everything. So let me highlight all my little stuff that's gonna be sitting at the top. Right. So I had raised it up. You see the little circle underneath it? It's about right up in there. That way it'll give it some room, hopefully, because I put enough hole to where it'll start the bottom part there for the top part. And that shouldn't scrape my NFC little circle thingy. Praying it don't, girl. So how I made that hole, let me show you. Let me ungroup that. So you see I had the hole here and here. So I duplicated these, and then the ones that selected, I highlighted the bottom and those three that was highlighted. Then I grouped them. Then it was three more left, and then I grouped those three with the little brown part, just the brown part, not the logos. And then it put the hole at the top for me. And then I just put it back down where it's supposed to be, pretty much. I just bring them back. Let me go back. Oh, I gotta make sure everything highlighted. And then I just bring them down directly where they was. And then I'll just export it and then I print it. So hopefully these come out right. I just had to put that in there because I don't want anybody to try this technique and then it didn't work out for you. So yeah, now we're gonna print and we're just gonna keep our fingers crossed, honey. So the best part about it this time, it did not scrape my design. Whew, I'm so happy. So evidently, whatever I just showed y'all, it working so far. I ain't gonna get too happy though.